Denver Broncos hit the road for the playoffs. A welcome trip in their case. They're still playing football.
And he takes it home for the Denver touchdown.
They draw the Buffalo Bills, who many think are the true number one seed in the AFC.
Pocket collapsing, throws down the right sideline. What a catch!
Josh Allen made a cameo last week to give the fans a chance to chant those three letters, so Week 18 carried very little weight in Bills Mafia circles. Denver's defense dealing with an offense that prior to that had put up 24-plus points in 10 straight. Only offense in NFL history to score 30 TDs through the air and 30 on the ground.
And it's a race to the pylon as Cook flips into the end zone.
So we get a top 5 scoring offense against a top 5 scoring defense.
For 60 minutes, it's got to be the same over and over and over again.
The asterisk in the Broncos' case is they gave up 30 points to Cincinnati Week 17, 34 to the Chargers Week 16, 32 to the Browns Week 13. Handling the KCB squad Week 18 isn't going to raise too many eyebrows, but Denver used that game to add to its sack total.
Keep going, keep going.
This game features the top bag team of 2024, top 3 in blitz percentage, against the team that gave up the fewest sacks all year. 6 Broncos with 5 or more sacks, John Franklin Myers, 7, Zach Allen with 8.5, Jonathan Cooper, 10.5, leader Nick Bonito, 13.5.
And your Pro Bowl outside linebacker shows up again.
He's so pretty, moves around, so he'll test both Buffalo's tackles, Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown. Brown only gave up 1 sack all year.
Allen takes the snap, looking downfield, steps up in the pocket.
Blitzing Allen hasn't worked out for defenses either. 16 touchdowns against 1 pick, third best rate versus 5+.
41-yard check down throw.
Allen can also beat the blitz with his feet, of course. 12 rushing touchdowns, over 500 rush yards, over 5 per jaunt.
You wanted it, right? You absolutely wanted it.
The Denver secondary Allen takes on held quarterbacks to a low 80s rate for the year, under 7 yards per attempt, one of the harder defenses to throw on overall.
It's going to be intercepted. Oh, my God.
Jaquan McMillian, low 80s rate in 2024. Patrick Surtain, sub 60. Riley Moss, mid 90s. Denver holding wide receivers to a mid 80s rate, top 5 good. No team harder on tight ends. Dalton Kincaid was the second most targeted Bills pass catcher. Him and Dawson Knox combining for 750 plus yards.
Kincaid lunging into the end zone for the touchdown.
Allen's top wide guy, Khalil Shakir, led the team in targets, 800 plus yards.
And what a catch. Shakir holding on.
Amari Cooper looms. Not a great year by his standards, but plenty capable.
Super Cooper. My goodness.
Keon Coleman, 4 scores, 550 plus yards for the rookie, field stretcher.
And pulling it down off the roof was Keon Coleman.
And sneaky Mac Hollins painted it blue 5 times.
Wide open in the end zone for a touchdown.
James Cook has been dangerous as a pass catcher too, and a beast on handoffs. Close to 5 a run, over 1,000 yards on the ground, 16 touchdowns, tied for most in 2024.
Darts through a hole, 40, 35, 30, and there he goes.
Denver's defense against the run is just as paramount to keeping things close. Bills ran way more than they threw in 2024, in part because they led big a lot. Broncos held running backs to 3.9 per, quarterbacks to 4.4 per, strong on both fronts.
Pick up the blitzer, and then Herbert has to slide.
Stopping Denver's offense, more about stopping Bo Nix through the air. And Buffalo is taking on a Broncos O that stampedes into the playoffs.
And if it wasn't already, it's officially a blowout.
Sure, putting up 38 points on Xmas, Jackson, Flax, and Waxons isn't noteworthy, but they've gone for 24-plus in 7 straight. Bo Nix has put up 3 straight 100-plus rate games, 2+ TDs in 4 straight.
There's a dime down out there in the field, and Bo Nix dropped it.
What kind of defense is he tangling with in this one? Bills above average in points per game allowed, middle of the pack in the red zone, pretty bad on 3rd down, but top shelf at taking the ball away.
And it's picked off. Taron Johnson at the 22.
top 3 in fumble recoveries, Nix dealing with a secondary top 5 in interceptions.
It's another takeaway for Buffalo.
The opening for Bro, Buffalo gave up 100 rate to wide receivers. He relies mostly on wideouts most games. Cortland Sutton, his go-to, 98 yards and a touchdown week 18, broke a K for the year.
Caught for the touchdown. It's Sutton again.
Marvin Mims rides in hot, back-to-back games with 2 TDs, 50-plus yards, 3 straight.
What else, Marvin? Yes, that was you, boy.
Devon Vele finished his rookie year on a high note, 50 yards, a score, close to 500 yards in 13 games.
Ball tipped and caught.
Nix has been getting good protection, no team with a lower pressure rate in 2024.
Get the ball out quick, take your shots. This is a very dangerous opponent.
The Buffalo pass rush Nix faces didn't generate a ton of sacks. They didn't blitz much, not a very high pressure rate. Von Miller, 6 sacks. AJ Epinesa, 6. Greg Rousseau led the team with 8.
He's in on this play as they got to Goff.
Denver's rush attack, it's been erratic. Javonte Williams, Jaleel McLaughlin have had their moments. Nix led them in rush yards versus Kansas City.
Looking to load it up long. Instead, he's going to run for the first. Gets it with ease.
Buffalo giving up 4.5 to ball carriers, middle of the pack. Bills, a perfect 8-0 at home this season. Broncos, 4-5 is the road team. These two teams have met just once in the postseason. Conference championship game, 1991 season. Jim Kelly versus John Elway. Man, break out the track shoes. 0-0 at half. Denver kicker David Treadwell missed 3 field goals. Elway didn't finish the game. Bills won a defensive masterpiece, 10-7.